On Friday, a High Court ruling quashed the order that had stalled the construction of Mukono-Katosi Road, paving way for the new contractor to carry on with the project amid a litany of accusations over the mismanagement of 24 billion shillings.
Yesterday, I wrote a losement before the decision of court. I wrote a losement to the Solicitor General that now that there is no court order, go ahead and consider the contracts that have been that were sent by the Minister of War, by UNRA, because I knew the lifespan of the court order had expired the previous day, that is yesterday but one.
According to UNRA's Director of Corporate Communications, Alinange, Solel Boneh International, SBI, and Reynolds Construction Company, RCC, were awarded the 217 billion shillings contract to complete the road in a period of 2.5 years.
In this one, we are not giving advance. SBI will have to use their money, mobilize, bring equipment, and start work immediately. Earlier he starts, the earlier we shall start paying him, because if he does work worth 2 billion, then we shall start processing payment.
It is expected that the new contract will be signed next week despite a pending ruling from the Constitutional Court where EUTAW Construction Company is seeking an interim order blocking the approval of a new contractor.
The processes which are in place now do not allow such a thing to happen. When we are evaluating, for example, bids in Uganda, another team in London is also evaluating.
UNRA cancelled a contract of 165 billion shillings that was awarded to EUTAW, which is accused of irregularly subcontracting Chico, a Chinese construction company, to work on the road. Is there any logic for government or for UNRA to set aside a contractor who is going to finish the job at 165 billion shillings, and then now you get a new contractor who is going to do the job at 200 billion shillings?
We thought we had a genuine contractor, and if these things had not happened, you wouldn't be asking me that question.
The contention stemmed from an investigation by the Inspector General of Government in July 2014, which indicated that it was Chico Company which was constructing the 74-kilometer long road instead of EUTAW. UNRA was then ordered to carry out fresh procurement and exclude Chico. However, the Attorney General Peter Nyombi said there was no evidence implicating Chico, and he advised that the company should be included on the list of the interested parties. That was what caused the row between Nyombi and the Inspector General of Government, Irene Mulyagonja.
Now, the Attorney General had already shown that he was partial to that company, because he was already telling His Excellency the President that this contract should be given to the Chinese company.
So in my legal opinion, I told the President, if after the lapse of 1 or 2 months there is no concrete evidence that Chico colluded with EUTAW, and if they have been doing a good job, then they could be considered for the tender.
The Attorney General Peter Nyombi has been accused of having an interest in Mukono-Katosi Road project.
For me, I'm a committed Christian. I can never, ever take a bribe.
The leadership of UNRA was also blamed for failing to do due diligence on the project to prevent government from losing colossal sums of money. I think that some of your officers have disappointed the public to a point that they have lost 24 billion shillings of taxpayers' money, and it would be prudent for them to accept that some of them in that UNRA office are incompetent.
If people come and rob you at your home, it doesn't mean you're incompetent. You know, you're a victim.
Do you really believe that it is prudent enough for some of the officials from UNRA to resign before even the IGG report comes out in about a month?
Even if it is me, Alinange, that I was involved in one way in the problems which happened in this contract, sanctions will be given.
On Tuesday, 13th January, the Constitutional Court will rule on the application by EUTAW and its said representative Apollo Senketo, who are seeking an interim order to block the approval of a new contractor. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.